Mm. Hi. Hi, guys. Hi. Today's one of those days. Yeah. I don't recognize myself. Today's a today. Right now is the first time I'm really looking into the mirror besides when I, curled my hair earlier. But when I look at my face and like the details of it, oh my gosh, you guys, I don't have a filter on right now. I don't. I just have really good lighting. Yeah, but yeah, this is high frequency, you guys. This is high frequency. I'm still wrinkled. I am. I have a little bit extra skin here and there, but all in all, gosh, I think I look amazing. I do. So yeah, we were talking about, how to raise your vibration, how to raise your frequency, how to heal from all the freaking traumas of this world. We're put through so much unnecessary trauma, you guys. And they label it with so much emotion. There's a simple way to process trauma. And it's, for me personally, it was pulling away from the problem, pulling away from the situation, and picking it apart piece by piece until it was just like a game or a puzzle that I had to solve. And I solved it. I figured out why we as humanity have been traumatized on purpose. On purpose, you guys. It's all for control purposes. In the movie The Matrix, it's true. Our energy feeds the battery of the Matrix. And you know what energy they love to harvest from us? Fear. All the low vibrational feelings. And yeah, that's what they harvest from us. Yeah. They want us to be bad and traumatized because then they could just keep us enslaved. I had a spiritual awakening in 2019. It was devastating at first. I woke up to a world that I did not recognize anymore. I had grown up in a family of 10 kids. All of us had spouses and children. So all in all, there was a lot of us. Okay, a lot. I think at one point we counted like 23 grandchildren or great grandchildren. I don't know. There was a lot of us. Okay. Hi. Hi. So in 2019, all my siblings and my mother, they like stabbed me in the back. Out of nowhere, you guys. And it traumatized the fuck out of me. I went into deep depression because they welcomed back my tormentor into the family. We all have grown kids now. I have grandchildren by now. And they decide they're going to welcome back my father who had tormented me throughout my childhood. That they were just going to welcome him back with open arms and keep it from me. Keep the secret until I had to find out through my intuition. That's how I found out. My psychic abilities. I was able to decipher everything and figure out why they welcomed him back. And I figured there's insurance money. Okay? He came back with cancer, dying. He was big on insurance policies, so I'm sure he had like a good insurance policy. And my siblings just decided, I don't have proof of this, but these are my theories. my siblings just decided that they would get rid of me. I was the problem. I was the one that stood up to him for abusing us. He didn't just abuse me. He was an abusive man. Controlling. Ogre. He was horrible. And my siblings protected him throughout my childhood. He violated me in a different way that he violated them. Hi, guys. And I was blamed for the violation. Can you believe that? Yeah. My siblings made me feel like I was to blame as a little child for being violated. So they made me shut up, keep his secret, don't talk about it. Don't tell the neighbors, Elsa. No, we don't want our neighbors to know what he's doing to you. Yeah, they never helped me out of the situation. I had to eventually stand up to him at 15, okay? At 15, I couldn't stand it anymore. And again, what I couldn't stand was that everybody pretended like he was normal. And they all knew he wasn't. My mother pretended like she didn't know where he was in the middle of the night. Yeah. In fact, she made it so easy for him that she would take on a job. Okay, excuse me. She'll take on a job for the graveyard shift at a local factory when she had absolutely no need to work. None. My father owned a gas station at the time. Money was everywhere. And cash. He handed me $100 bills all the time just to shut me the fuck up of what he was doing to me. So yeah, she went to work the graveyard shift. My mommy left me alone with him. Made it easy for him, yeah. She was probably fucking somebody at the factory. Yeah, she was a whore. Some of us aren't his, I think. There was 10 of us all together, and 2 for sure are not his. And I wish I could say that, but I think I kind of look like him sometimes, so I can't. Hi. So yeah, I grew up in a fucked up family where abuse was ignored and endorsed in the end because he came back. So it traumatized me. It catapulted me into a spiritual awakening, you guys. The level of betrayal that I felt by my own mother and my siblings catapulted me into a huge suicidal depression. They never came looking for me. They never apologized. He died. He died within 2 years. It's been now like 7 or 8 years since this happened. They never came looking for me. 9 siblings. Why? Why are you guys hiding? Oh, there was insurance money? What? In my name? Because why? Because the pedophile felt guilt at the end and left me a big insurance policy? He did feel guilty, you guys. He wrote me letters throughout my adulthood, wanting to reconnect with me, wanting to meet my children, wanting me to forgive him for the attacks. And I refused to have anything to do with him. And everybody knew. All my siblings knew that I refused to have anything to do with him. Hi. So they welcome him back into the family and they nurse him while he's dying of cancer. And Elsa's suicidal. She doesn't understand why. Her older siblings, by the way, they're all older than me. I was the baby. I was one of the babies. Why they abandoned me like this? Why they turned their backs on me? So part of my healing was to figure that out. And it turns out, you guys, that some families practice a tradition, a satanic tradition, a Luciferian tradition, where they select one or two children. I have a theory that there was a couple of us, or three, to sacrifice. Okay? But for sure, I was selected. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Jeremy Zamora. I was able to figure out, you guys, that I was born into the satanic family that practices sorcery, voodoo, black magic, witchcraft, santeria, brujerias. Call it whatever the fuck you want, okay? They all sacrificed to me. They made me sick throughout my life through witchcraft. They ruined my marriage. I had two marriages, actually. They ruined both. The first one, super abusive. Now, all of this is being created with witchcraft, you guys. Did you know this exists? Sorcery? Yeah. Families practice this. You know, I'm going to give you some of the signs that you were selected for this in your family, okay? You're too sensitive. Everybody thinks you're too fucking sensitive. You're always talking about your fucking feelings. You're always talking about what's wrong in the world. You're too sensitive. You're not as good as they are. I was bullied by them. They called me fatso growing up. It was very painful. I grew up my whole life thinking I was so ugly because of them. I didn't love myself. But I'm over it. I see how beautiful God made me. I do. They just tricked me for a few years. But no more. And I'm here to help others figure out their own beauty, okay? So my siblings bully me my whole life. I end up in an abusive marriage. I'm poor. And I'm getting beat by my husband. And my siblings nowhere to be found. I have to work 2 and 3 jobs while they own their homes. Go on vacations. Their kids are spoiled. Fuck, their kids are spoiled. While my kids barely had enough to eat, and I could barely pay my rent. And these 9 siblings never reached out to help. Never. So in 2019, when they betrayed me, I had this huge spiritual awakening thinking, how did these people that love me betray me? I couldn't figure it out. And I figured it out because they didn't love me. Never. I was the family sacrifice. I was the black sheep my whole life. Why? For speaking up about the abuse. That's why. Because nobody wants the truth out. It's too uncomfortable. Okay. So after my spiritual awakening about my family, I realized that I had just converted to Mormonism, and they did the same thing to me, you guys. They actually targeted me right after I walked away from my family. They baptized me, the Mormons. I was living in Utah at the time. And they quickly targeted me for the same, for sorcery. What they do is they do like energy harvesting. They can make you sick and suck you dry from all your energy. And you know what my energy does? Oh my gosh. My energy turns everything to gold. That's what my energy does. So these people were stealing that from me. And I had no idea my whole life. My whole life. And they got ahead. And every time, you guys, I worked my ass off to catch up to them. Peer pressure. Not only that, they made me feel like an outsider, like I didn't belong. And I just thought, oh, it's because I'm poor. And it's because I'm poor. So I worked my ass off to catch up to them, to buy a house and be the same as them. As soon as I bought a house, things started going to shit for them and their businesses. Because when we do good for ourselves, you guys, the people who target us, their life goes to shit. They have to keep us sick and depressed. So when my family saw that I wasn't sick and depressed anymore and I was manifesting all these worldly goods, they made sure they made me sick and depressed by bringing the pedophile back into my world and re-traumatizing me as an adult. That's against the law. Did you know that? Yeah, there's legislature that passed to protect adults like me. Yeah, so we'll be talking to a lawyer soon. Yeah. Let's go back to the spiritual awakening, you guys. When you wake up, that's what they were. They were a fucking lie. They pretended to be my family. They were never my family. Then, you guys, I started waking up to the truth about the Mormons and what liars they were. And then I woke up to the truth about the world we live in and all the lies we were told there. Like, we're spinning. Our planet does not spin. No, we're actually like a huge vortex of energy, you guys. I just want to plant seeds so that everybody does their own research, okay? We're domed. We cannot leave this plane in a rocket ship. SpaceX, a lie. You know where they land? In the ocean. Don't you see it how it curves? Like a limp dick. Yeah, SpaceX bullshit. It's all a show, you guys. We can't exit the Earth. We're domed. The dome is an energetic dome, okay? And we bounce off of it. It's almost like water. It's like a dense water, maybe. I don't know. I've never been there, but I'm just like my theories, yeah. Because I've seen pictures or videos of the fucking SpaceX bouncing off of it. Have you guys ever seen it? There's also like balloons that they send up there way up high with videotapes. And you could see it. It's like water. It's like it's going through water. In fact, our stars, I want you guys to look at our stars and research real images of stars. Our stars are frequencies, you guys. They're shapes based on the frequency of the star. And it looks like it's underwater. It does. It's fascinating, you guys. Once you get over the feeling of being betrayed, because we were lied to about everything, you guys. Like dinosaurs. Big fucking lie. No dinosaurs. No. They were giants, okay? Giants. Whatever animals they were, but they were just giants, you know. But probably like what we have now, crocodiles, stuff like that. And real humans. Or Nephilim that were giants, yeah. All the history we've been told, you guys, is a lie too. You know how comforting that is? When I woke up to the fact that my brothers and sisters were just one big fucking joke, that they were a lie, but then I find out, well, everybody else was lied to too about our history and all kinds of stuff. It's comforting. It's comforting to know that we are all born into just one big lie, you guys. Even the people who think they know it all, they don't know it all. So anyway, I get sad sometimes still when I think of how much I was bullied my whole life. It didn't stop because I was an adult. No, I still get bullied. I do. So I stand up for the people who get bullied. Yeah. And if you're one of those people, I want to give you the courage to stand up to your abusers. Yeah. I've been standing up to my abusers since I was 15. And I got the crap beat out of me for doing that, you guys. I did. I got my butt kicked. But I would do it again and again and again. And look at me. I'm 58 years old, you guys. 58. And here I am, standing up for what's right in the world. Yeah. Standing up to these fucking bullies that ruined just some of our life. Just a few years, just 50 some years. But you know, God's gonna help me catch up. He is. I'm already catching up, you guys. Just to be healed from carrying all that fucked up shit from your past. I was able to let all that shit go and forgive. You have to forgive, you guys. Forgiveness is very high frequency. It is. And forgiving someone doesn't mean you have to say that you'll ever talk to them again, or that what they did was correct or right in any way. All all forgiveness means is that you're not going to carry their sin for them. Why are you going to carry the sin? You didn't do it. You're not the freak. They're the freaks. Let them carry their own fucking sins. Okay? So when you forgive, that's all you're doing. Returning it to them. And keeping your good karma. Forgiveness is very important, you guys. Don't hold on to resentment. You know, I never saw my brothers and sisters again. Never. It's been like 7 years. And I don't care. Like, if they pay their karma during this lifetime, great. And if they don't, that's great too. Because I learned the lessons I needed to learn from those relationships. And ultimately, all of us are here to learn lessons. Yeah. And they come through people like brothers and sisters, best friends, spouses, cousins and aunts, and all that bullshit. I don't believe in family anymore. Not the traditional sense, you guys. No. I believe that the people that surround you, you have to resonate in the same frequency. Otherwise, it's going to be just unbalanced. And if you don't have balance in a relationship, it's never going to work. Never. Okay, guys, I'm going to go for my walk where the sun goes in. Thank you for listening. Raise your vibe. Spiritual awakening. Everything's a fucking lie. Go research. Tell me what you found out tomorrow. Bye, guys. It's okay. It's going to be okay. It's all a lie, but the truth is better. Because you know why? It liberates you, okay? It does. Bye, you guys.